Seth Green, Allen High School, quarterback, class 2016. First time I heard about Elite 11 was freshman year. One of my friends on my basketball team told me about it, and I hadn't heard about it yet. So I looked it up, did some research, thought it was something that I would be interested in, and then that following couple months, November, December, got the invite to the LA Regional and immediately wanted to go out there and participate because that was the opening one of the biggest events. And with that, when I got out there, the atmosphere, the coaches, the competition just made me fall in love with it. And then especially watching Blake Barnett get that first invite made me really want it for next year. I think my favorite thing about the quarterback position is being able to control the outcome for most of the time. Personally, I like controlling what happens to me and what situations I get myself in. So, I mean, at the quarterback position, you may not get to control the situations, but you get to have a big impact on the outcomes. I think my favorite thing about competition is probably how it makes you better and the excitement you get from being pushed by someone else or something else to try to do your best and do better than your best sometimes. And that's another thing that competition brings out. People tend to perform better than they've performed before because they're asked to go to that higher standard because of competition. I mean, I've heard nothing but good things about Texas quarterbacks. You never really have those quarterbacks that are just average. Every quarterback is working to be the best, and that's really good for me because it keeps me on my toes. And also being a Texas quarterback, it just makes you want to live up to some of the guys that have been through the high school, Texas high school system, and left out and gone to do big things. And it just makes you focus and be happy that you're blessed to be a part of that. Running wise, I think my favorite play on Huddle was the section championship game against Osseo. It was one of my open field running touchdowns where it felt playful almost at that point, where you were just running and having fun with the game. It wasn't too serious, and I ended up scoring. So that was probably one of my favorite plays. And then passing wise, it was a shorter throw, but it was a back shoulder fade to one of my receivers in my Roseville game, and it's really nice because it just shows the chemistry that we had. And with the ball, I literally threw it about 2 to 3.5 yards outside of his body, and he's pressed up with the D-back, and all of a sudden you see his hands shoot out and catch it for the touchdown.